All right, let's dive into the wild world of high-stakes digital finance. The place where fortunes can be made or just vanish in a flash. We're talking about those massive crypto heists, the kind that scream from the headlines and really shake your confidence. But as we're about to find out, the headlines, they don't always tell the whole story.
Just picture this for a second. You're watching an asset you own lose 99% of its value, practically overnight. I mean, what on earth could cause that kind of catastrophic collapse? It's a number that basically means total destruction, a complete and utter wipeout. And believe me, this isn't some hypothetical. It's exactly what went down in a very real, very dramatic digital heist. So our story really kicks off with a project called Truebit, which, well, found itself right in the middle of a perfect storm. And we're not talking about a minor bug here or some small loss. Nope. This was a multi-million-dollar disappearance that everyone could watch happen in real time right on the blockchain. It all began on January 8th, 2026. The Truebit team puts out this statement, and it mentions a security incident involving one or more malicious actors. Now, if you're in the crypto world, that phrase is an absolute nightmare. It was the very first sign that something had gone horribly, horribly wrong. So what actually happened here? The attack was what's known as a smart contract exploit. The easiest way to think of a smart contract is like a digital vending machine. It's got rules coded right into it. You put in $1, it gives you a soda. Simple. An exploit is when a hacker finds some kind of loophole in that code, like a secret button combination that just makes the machine spit out all the money inside, for free. And oh boy, did this thief make out with a fortune. On-chain analysts, the detectives of the blockchain, they jumped on it. They tracked the movements and confirmed the absolutely staggering scale of the theft. About 8,500 Ether, which was worth roughly $26 million at the time, just siphoned away. A truly devastating blow. And here's part of what Truebit told the public. They flagged the specific contract that got hit, warned everyone not to touch it, and said they were working with law enforcement. It's kind of the classic crisis playbook, you know? But by then, the damage to the market was already done, and the panic was spreading fast. But here's the thing. The stolen money, that was just the beginning. The real devastation was how the market reacted to the news, which brings us right back to that shocking number from the very start. The fallout was just catastrophic. The project's token, TRU, was trading at about 16 cents right before the exploit. In the hours that followed, it plunged. I mean, it went from 16 cents to a tiny, tiny fraction of a cent. This is what a 99% drop looks like. The value was, for all intents and purposes, completely erased. Now, you might be thinking, wow, that's just some really bad luck for one project. But the thing is, the Truebit incident didn't happen in a vacuum. It was actually the grand finale to a period where it felt like the entire crypto space was just under siege. Yeah, the end of 2025 was just riddled with these huge, high-profile breaches that really rattled investor confidence. Seriously, it felt like every other week there was a new headline about another multi-million-dollar exploit. I mean, take December 27th, for instance. The Flow network got hit. An attacker found a way to basically counterfeit tokens and made off with nearly $4 million. And right around the same time, users of the super popular Trust Wallet were targeted. A nasty update to its Chrome extension let an attacker drain about $7 million straight from people's wallets. So the narrative seems pretty clear, right? It's an escalating crime wave of digital heists. It's chaos. Well, not exactly. See, if you look past those dramatic headlines and you zoom out to see the bigger picture, a very different and honestly pretty unexpected trend starts to emerge. Okay, check out this data from the blockchain analytics firm PeckShield. It shows the total amount of money stolen in crypto hacks month by month. So in November 2025, the losses were massive, around $194 million. But then look at December, the month with all those scary headlines we just talked about. The total losses actually dropped, sharply, all the way down to about $76 million. So here's the kicker. Even though the individual stories were super dramatic, the overall financial damage from hacks across the entire industry actually went down. It's a powerful reminder that our perception, which gets shaped by these huge news events, can be completely at odds with the real data. And this brings us right to the core takeaway of this whole thing, that fascinating gap that so often exists between the headlines that grab our attention and the, statistical reality of what's actually going on. Look,
The $26 million Truebit heist is a huge cautionary tale, for sure. But the fact that overall losses were trending down, well, that suggests that maybe, just maybe, security measures are getting better. Or perhaps there were just fewer successful large-scale attacks that month. The point is, the loudest stories aren't always the most representative ones.
And that really leaves us with a critical question to think about, not just in crypto, but pretty much everywhere. It forces us to look deeper than just the most shocking stories and to ask ourselves, what else is going on beneath the surface? Are the biggest headlines really telling us the whole story?